Hi, hello. It is Renee, Country Girl, aka Renetta Chaston. I just wanted to come on and talk with you a little bit. I've been through a lot. I've shared a few things, but I haven't shared as much as I want to. There's so much I can share here. If you want to get to know me better, I'm doing a group webinar of about 20 people. It's going to be May 13th through the 17th. The webinar is just $5. I was going to make it free. God said, no, make it $5. When you put at least a small amount of price on it, people will look at it differently. And I said, okay. I'm going to share with you a lot. I don't know about you, but my path has been riddled with witchcraft because I did not know I was a generational curse breaker for my family. The way I was treated, I thought I was less than. But that's what this walk has been about. Waking up and finding our true selves and having a true spiritual awakening, ascending to higher heights, and getting to know God more. I knew God, but I didn't know I was going to know Him on this level. Again, the webinar is going to be May 13 through 17. It's going to be just $5. You can go to my stand store that is in my profile, and you can go ahead and link up with me there. You will get to learn more about me as well. There's only so much I can share on this app because it is being monitored. And some of the people that are being monitored, some of the people message, I'll leave that alone. But just know they are the same ones that pushed for TikTok to be abolished. I'll leave it there. All right. It's so many things I want to share. I want to share about my walk and how so much has happened, and how when I first came onto TikTok and you saw me, the 10 groups of different witches and warlocks were coming at me, and I still have the scars on my back too. But I took pictures and put it onto the page to show where they came against me, and I wasn't supposed to make it through the night. Only thing I knew was the pain was excruciating. I felt like someone was taking a knife and just carving their name in my back, but just turns out it was just diverse carvings. I know there are other people, men and women, that are having this same issue, and I want to sit down and talk with you. Again, just grab the webinar. It's $5. If you cannot handle that, reach out to me. Reach out to me. Okay? If you're not blocked. But yeah, I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm not trying to be mean. I am protecting myself because some people, although you love them and though you care for them, they don't mean you any good. They mean you harm. Okay? There was a lot of people I had to leave behind, a lot of things I had to leave behind. I've even had to leave parts of myself behind. We're going to kind of get into that too. There's so many things that I've had to learn in the last 12 months. So many different things. And I want to be able to share them. I really wasn't going to share but so much, but God was like, people are going to die. He said, you remember how you felt like you were dying and you weren't going to make it? And I was like, yes, God. He's like, everybody is not you. I've given you supernatural strength. I've given you that strength that only resides in us. And he says, and I need you to share your experience. I thought it was just nothing. And something simple because it's been my whole life. And when you deal with something your whole life, like talking to God one-on-one, you think that it's something that everybody can do because you've done it since age 3. When you can see angels, point blank period, in your face, you just think that it's everything. Even when you're scared, you're looking and you see the angels and you see your spirit guides and you see your ancestors and you think it's normal. And the more I talk about it, I know people think I'm crazy, but I really don't care. I know what I see. And that's a whole nother thing. for my whole life, I've been told I was crazy for saying the things I was saying because I was just around people that didn't understand me. So if you feel like you don't fit in, if you constantly feel like you're getting attacked and you don't know where it's coming from, you're not doing it yourself. You know how they say the law of attraction? That's not here on this one. There's something bigger going on because we're changing. We're changing. We're not just going from A to B. We're changing timelines. Things are changing. When I say things are changing, I mean the earth has split in two. It is no longer what it used to be. We can take some of that and bring it with us, but a lot of what I've learned is not that. And I've learned straight from God. I've learned straight from Archangel Michael. I've learned straight from Archangel Gabriel, from Archangel Metatron. I've learned straight from my ancestors. And on the times when the trouble was so bad that I couldn't see because it felt like my eyes were sealed shut. They really were. They were some things I just did not share about this path because you couldn't handle it. You really couldn't. Because I was hearing what people were going through, and to me, that would be a walk in the park. And then I said, Lord, I repent for comparing. He said, no, you're not comparing. You're noticing you're different. And you are. And stay there. And realize that you different. You're not like the rest. You're part of that 2%. That people say there is no such thing as a chosen. Honey, if I tell you what I've been through since the time I came out of the womb, let's talk about before the womb, you wouldn't believe it. You just wouldn't believe it. It seems like a movie, but it's really my life. And I want to sit down with the ones who feel like they have been living a movie and that they feel like they're a tinge bit crazy. Just a tinge bit. And people look at you when you talk like you're weird. You know why they look at you like you're weird? Because you have a gene in you that comes straight from God. Everyone has it. It's just some people don't. A lot of people don't attach to it. You know why? Because when you attach to that God gene, you attract every trouble in the universe. You heard what I said? The universe. Yes, there are different places outside of Earth. You attract everything. If it is an evil force, you attract it. You know why? Because you have that God gene and you had it in you since before birth. There is a thing called the chosen ones. We know who we are, and we are so separated around the world. That way we can't converse with each other and grab each other and hold each other. A lot of us are in isolation. And if maybe you're not a chosen one, but you feel like things are just out of whack and you really need some assistance, hit the button and come and meet with me May 13th through the 17th. I promise you won't be disappointed, because we're going to get into the crux of what true spirituality is. Not just this stuff that people sounding like they're intelligent. No, we finna deal with the stuff that makes the boogeyman stay up at night. Yeah, that stuff. That stuff that I can't talk to you about on TikTok because they will shut it down right now. Because they're the ones that's sending it. You know, the ones that wear those red capes and they meet every Saturday night, sometimes Wednesdays, those black capes. And they meet on Monday night and Thursdays. Yeah, them. If you want to know more, come and meet with me. I would love to share so much more. If you only knew what I knew. They know I know, and that's why they keep coming. But you know what? God's got my back. I'm so heavily protected, and they don't know it. But judgment is coming because God called it this morning. I didn't have to. I love you in the love of the Lord, and I pray that your day is amazing. Talk to you soon.